All right, this is going to be a video on how to create a SQL server in Azure. First of all, you just want to type in SQL, that'll give you SQL. You look for SQL servers. Click on that. And then what you want to do next is click on create. You can click create right here, or you can click create right there. All right, so we click create SQL server. Now I'm just going to use the existing subscription that I have. This is the only one I have in this account. The resource group is just a basic resource group that I'm using. I use the naming convention of RG for resource group, and then I give it a name like Atlantis, and then 1 just for. Next thing you want to do is give the server a name, and I'll just give this a name like Atlantis SQL Server. Atlantis SQL 1. I'm going to put SRV in there too, so I know what it is exactly. Location, we're gonna put the location in the eastern seaboard, United States. And on this one, I'm just gonna use just basic SQL authentication, and I'll create a login here. SQL user 1, and make a password here. You wanna go to networking. And do you want to allow Azure services and resources to access this server? Let's say yes. And what this enables you to do is allows applications from Azure to connect to the server. For example, in this case, using a query editor in the portal or connecting to your Azure VMs or things of that nature. So typically I put yes here because you want to play with this server with other things. Since this is a security leaning channel, we want to test out this Microsoft Defender for SQL, and we'll just start a free trial. You say after 30 days, it's going to charge you $15 a month. Now, what I do, I'll just set up an actual reminder, a calendar reminder, or you can use like an app. It is a great app. Use this one, and this one's free, but I have the paid version. You could just do like different sounds and things like that. So there's Reminder Pro. So this developer has this one too for $7.99. But yeah, the thing about this one is it's not like one reminder. It'll keep bugging you to death until you answer this thing. It's not like, oh, I missed my calendar invite or whatever. It'll keep going off until you actually do it. Like every minute or every 5 minutes, you can set it to whatever. But it is a very annoying until you actually do what you need to do or remind yourself of what you were planning to do. So I just recommend this app or something of this nature to help you remind yourself for when things like this, so you don't get charged, because maybe you're not going to use it. You don't get charged $15 for something you're not even using. So I would say set the reminder a few days in advance, maybe like on the 27th, and come in here and just stop this whole thing and delete the whole instance or whatever. So start free trial here. We're going to do it. Next, for tags. Now, if you work in like a corporate site or a big customer, then they are going to want to tag everything in Azure for billing purposes, accounting. So typically you will have to ask like your accounting department or the administrators. They will know if there's like some sort of tag that you got to tag this with, because they're going to audit all of the resources in Azure and see who's using what, and they're going to apply the cost of whatever they're using to their cost center. And that's how businesses make different financial decisions based on how much you're using, how much this group is using, how much they're making. They got to figure out all this stuff out. I'm not a CPA or anything like that, but I just know that you need to know you have something to put in here. And you can use it on a small scale too, like for your personal stuff. The cloud name, I'm just going to name this one like test. So the name here is going to refer to what it is. So I'm just going to put this is server, and then I'm going to test resources 1. And this just let me know that once I look for this tag test resources 1, that I could just wipe it out because I know it's not anything production or something that I want to keep. Next, going to review and create. It's just warning you that after 30 days of the trial, you will start being charged for this for $15 per month. It's not like one day it's going to charge you like $1. It's going to charge you $15 for the whole month, and forget about that $15. It's gone. We got the tag here, test resources, server. Okay, looks good. Everything looks good here. Server name, SQL authentication, server admin login. Also, you could download a template for automation. So just say, for instance, if you're creating like a bunch of these servers, you can download this template and then go back to click on the breadcrumb, and it'll bring us back to here. And then we'll go ahead and go down here to the bottom and click create. So we go down to the bottom here and just click create right here, and we'll wait for that to validate. It'll take a few minutes. Over here in the top right, it'll show you like this thing that's moving deployment in progress. So you keep your eyes on that. And this deployment in progress right here, it will actually, it's going to populate with all of the resources that it needs to create this server. So it'll give you some results right here. Right. So it's all done. It's got to show us the resource group, the deployment details. So it created all of these resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 resources for this one server. So now what we want to do is go to the resource. Go to the resource. We want to pin it to our dashboard. So over here you can pin, and this will take you to a little pin right here where you can pin it to an existing dashboard. I'm just going to throw it on my my dashboard here. And then on the bottom right, I'll just click pin over here. All right. So pin, that'll keep it over there. And it's telling us that we have a free trial for 30 days. It's got the tag for us, subscription ID, all this good stuff. And it's got the SQL Server name, database.windows.net. All right, so that's it. That's how you create it. The real question is, how much are you being charged for this? Okay, so now if you go to all resources, you'll see that you'll have a SQL Server here and its storage account, because every SQL Server needs a storage account, buddy. All right, so that's what we have here. Next thing I'll show you is how to work with this SQL Server. We'll go ahead and create a database on that SQL Server, and maybe we'll import a database, but we'll do some other things and see how we can secure this and throw some attacks at it, maybe to see if this defender is actually defending stuff. For this video, thanks for watching.